Oh, hi. Excuse me. We're friends of Julia Snyder's. I was wondering how we can get in to see her.
Yeah, hi. I'm Emily Stewart. I don't know if you remember me, but Julie and I are close personal friends. I was here about a month ago. Maybe you remember.
I'm sorry, Julia isn't seeing anyone.
What? Not anybody? I mean, isolating yourself like that can't be good for her, right?
Oh, hello. Is there a problem here? That's all right, Annette. I'll handle this. What can I do for you?
Dr. Michaels, it's been so long since I saw you, I wasn't sure if you'd remember.
I've thought of you often with all the news about Barbara. How's she doing?
Well, it's been pretty rough. Listen, I'm so glad you're here because Emily and I... Oh, I'm sorry. This is Emily
Hi,
Stewart.
Emily Stewart. Nice to see you again. We're actually here to see Juliet. She's a very good friend of both of ours, and we were hoping we could see her.
I'm sorry. That's not going to be possible.
Come on!
Actually, Dr. Michaels, we only want to ask her about another patient who was here with her during part of her stay. His name is Owen Dever.
Would be highly irregular to discuss a patient with anyone but his treatment staff.
Oh, well, then maybe we can talk to Julie. We can ask her ourselves.
I'm not about to force a patient to accept visitors that she doesn't want.
Dr. Michaels, Julie and I are very, very close. Her husband, Jack, and we work together. He's my best friend. I stood up for them at their wedding.
She's spoken of you very fondly, but that doesn't change anything. Most days, Julia is refusing to see even her closest friends.
Okay, fine. So maybe you can tell us something about Owen Dever.
All I can tell you is that he improved significantly while he was here, and then he was released from the unit.
Well, how about a local address?
I don't know if we have one, and if we do, I don't know if I can give it to you.
Okay, all right, wait. You just listen up. Some nutcase with a gut full of Thorazine tried to separate my head from the rest of my body. Does this bother you in any way?
You can try the business office. Maybe they'll give you a forwarding address.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Whew. Remind me to hire her next time I need a secret kept. Yeah.
Jack, is Margot around?
She's in court, Hal.
All right, listen, Jack, I know you don't want to hear it, but I think Emily and I have made some real headway on finding this guy who planted the bomb.
I don't believe this. I don't believe you're still pushing this, Hal.
Come on, Jack. We could really use some department
You just
support
listen
here.
to what we've got, Jack. We've got an address on this subject. Now, if you can just bring him in
I'm doing court, Hal.
suspicion. So much for departmental backup.
Yeah, looks like we're on our own, Hal.
Yeah. Just you, me, and our friendly neighborhood psycho. Come on. Owen Dever!
Hey, you put
Owen.
me to dead making all this racket. Who are you? What do you want?
Well, we're friends of Owen's,
Yeah.
Mr. Devers.
Owen ain't got no friends.
All right, the truth is I'm with the Oakdale PD. I really need to search Mr. Devers' apartment. I need to ask him a few questions.
Well, that's funny. When my husband was living, he always had to show a badge or a warrant before a sweep. Mike Stans, captain. You know him?
Mike Stan? Yeah, I know Mike
You know what? Oh,
Stans.
excuse me. This is my fault. I should never have talked my friend into making up this idiotic story. The truth of the matter is Owen owes me some money, and so we came here to, make him pay up. We don't want to embarrass him or anything. Just...
Oh, so you're telling me he's wanted instead. You two are fishier than a can of sardines. You and this bottled blonde bimbo better get out of my hallway before I call the real cops.
Lady.
Now get out.
Let's
Get
go.
out. Get out.
Now,
lady.
let's go.
So how'd you know Miss Congeniality was going to leave so soon?
Did you see her face? And her husband, Mike Stans, dropped dead of a pickled liver. I knew there was a bar runner in the near future.
You're pretty smart, you know that?
Yeah, well, smart enough, I hope, not to get busted for breaking and
Hurry up, hurry up.
entering.
It's like a shrine.
Well, I guess we just busted Mr. Devers' motive, huh? He wasn't out to get Barbara after all.
No. He was after the guy she was meeting.
His
Jack.
competition, kill the husband and keep the girlfriend. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Owen Dever, we finally meet. We've been looking for you, Mr. Dever. You're not an easy man to find.
You recognize me, don't you?
My name's Hal Munson. I can explain what we're doing here, Mr. Dever.
You hurt me.
Yes. Yes, she did, and she feels really awful about it, and she's very sorry that it happened, right, Emily?
Oh, right. I'm so sorry.
You wanted to hurt me with those scissors.
Well, Mr. Dever, you didn't give her much choice, really. She had to defend herself, you understand?
It was her own fault. If she'd minded her own business, I would have left her alone. But I had to do it.
I understand.
I had to show her.
I understand, Mr. Dever. You only hurt people when it's absolutely necessary, right?
What people? Never mind. I know. You mean the one who got hurt by the bomb I put in the boathouse.
So, how many bodies do you think he's got stuffed in that fridge?
Oh, and listen, I was kind of curious. I was wondering about that bomb that you planted in the boathouse. Did somebody pay you to do that, or
She didn't have to pay me.
who didn't?
Julia.
Julia Snyder.
I love her. We're gonna get married. I did it for her. So we could be together forever. But you're getting in the way.
Stay away from me.
You hurt Julia, poking your nose where it doesn't belong, asking questions, looking at secret files.
Don't blame Emily. Don't blame Emily. I made her do those things. She did not want to do it. She wanted to help you.
How?
By finding information out about you so that people would understand you better.
What did she find out?
That you're a bright, resourceful, educated man. Right, Emily?
Right. Especially, about weapons and explosives, all that stuff. I'm fascinated by all that.
You are?
And not only that, but Emily was once in a hospital just like you and Julia, so she knows what it's like.
Really?
Really, I hated being locked up, watched all the time, And the worst part was when they wouldn't let me see my child unless they said it was okay. So I worked really, really hard at getting better, just like you did. That's why I admire you so much, Owen, because I know how hard you've worked to get to where you are, and I know the only reason you probably hurt me was because you were afraid you were going to get locked up again, right?
You're pretty.
You think so?
Yeah. And you're nice, too. Not like I thought you were.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I just get a little nervous, in crowds and... Actually, I have to go someplace. And it makes me really nervous.
Where?
The courthouse? Yeah, and I'm really nervous to go there alone, so I was hoping that maybe you could come with me.
Mr. Winthrop, you may call your next witness.
No further witnesses, Your Honor.
Then the defense rests. Mr. Winthrop, would you mind explaining to me the meaning of this disruption?
If the court would indulge me for just a moment, I hope to answer that question.
Mr. Winthrop, if you insist on delaying these proceedings, I will hold you in contempt.
Your Honor, I've just been informed that there's a new witness, one who might shed valuable light on this case.
Objection, Your Honor. The DA was never informed of another witness.
If you will allow me to call this person, Your Honor, you'll see this is legitimate.
All right, Mr. Winthrop, I'll let your witness take the stand.
This guy did it. He set the bomb.
The defense calls Owen Dever to the stand, Your Honor. So, Owen, is it safe to assume that you are crazy about Julia Snyder?
I love Julia. I want to marry her.
But she's married to Jack Snyder. Does that make you jealous?
Objection, Your Honor. This is outrageous.
I've already allowed the witness.
But the witness has only recently been released from critical psychiatric care. I think that renders his entire testimony suspect, to say the least.
Your Honor, the defense acknowledges that Mr. Dever had at one time been treated for emotional problems, but he has since been discharged. Are we going to consider him suspect for the rest of his life?
You're treading in questionable territory, Mr. Winthrop. Proceed with caution.
Yes, sir. Owen, did you ever see Jack Snyder when he went to the psychiatric ward to visit Julia?
Yes. He was awful to her. He kept pushing her away, saying mean things.
And how did that make you feel?
Mad. Real mad. I hate him.
I see. You hate Jack Snyder, and you love Julia Snyder. So it's easy to understand why you planted a bomb in the boathouse that night. You wanted to see Jack dead so you could have Julia all to yourself. Isn't that what really happened, Owen?
No, you're wrong. That's not how it happened at all.
You think I'm lying?
Julia. I need to see Julia.
In due time. First, there are questions that need to be answered, Owen.
That's why I need to see Julia.
Objection. This witness isn't even lucid enough to answer a question.
Mr. Winthrop, it's up to you to keep your witness under control.
Yes, Your Honor. Owen, I'm afraid I don't understand what you mean. Why do you need to see Julia Snyder now?
Because she's the reason I did it.
Did what?
Set the bomb in the boathouse. She told me to do it.
Why did she tell you to do it?
She knew her husband was going to be there. He was supposed to get hurt. Not that other lady. That part was an accident. They told me Julia was going to be here. Where is she? I need to see her now.
Owen, just a few more minutes, and I'll help you
See,
find
Barbara, I don't want her
All
to
right.
hear this from anybody but me.
All right.
Silence! I want silence in this court. Bailiff, I want the jury out of here immediately. Counselor, approach. Take this witness into custody.
Motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
On what basis?
I believe we just heard a confession.
I believe we heard a raving lunatic. This does not negate the evidence the state has
I'll give you 10 minutes to work this mess out. Court is temporarily in recess. All rise.
Go away.
I have news about the explosion at the boathouse. I thought you'd better hear it from me.
The boathouse. The explosion. What did I see? When did I see it? I cannot keep reliving this nightmare.
Craig did not try to kill you. He wasn't the one who set that bomb.
But I saw him.
Someone else confessed. On the stand. Under oath.
Is this some new interrogation technique? You come in here with a story, expecting me to confess that I didn't see
His name is Owen Dever. He's a former psychiatric patient, released about 2 months ago.
Why would he want to kill me?
It wasn't you he was after. It was Jack and Carly. He was put up to it by another patient in the psych ward.
Another patient.
Julia Snyder.
Don't make me
We got Dever into the courthouse at the last minute. We put him on the stand. He cracked like an egg. He told the court that he set the bomb on orders from Julia.
Then this is a mistake. The other way, it made some kind of sense to me. I fell for Craig's lies. I turned my back on my family, and this was my punishment. But now, this is meaningless. This makes no sense to me. I can't accept this. I can't, no.
Well,
I proved to everyone what a fool I was when I married Craig, and now I have shown the world that I am a liar, too. Oh, no, don't.
Tell about Dever?
I thought she should hear it from someone beside the screaming media.
Mom, I need to have a word with Hal. You be okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
She's not taking it well, Paul. She thinks the whole town is going to think she lied for revenge.
That might be the least of our worries. The DA wants to save face. She could come after my mom, prosecute her for perjury.
Oh, I know, Jessica. I don't think she's going to do that.
I'm not taking any chances on this one. If anyone goes down for this, it's going to be me. I've been looking for you. I was the one that pushed her into testifying against Craig. She was wavering, and I convinced her that she's on.
I'm not condoning what you did, Paul, but as long as justice is being served, I don't see why you should have to take the fall for it.
What if they come after her, Hal?
I'll see what Jessica is planning. If she's planning to bring charges, I'll rattle her cage in Barbara's defense.
Thanks.
I could have stayed out of this, you know, let Montgomery take the fall for a crime he didn't commit.
Why didn't you?
Because I'm not him.
Look, I did save Carly's life, so let's
No, he's
drop
right.
it.
He's right this time, Margot. I blew it. I should have seen this coming.
Oh, Jack, how could you know how far Julia would go?
Because I knew something about Julia and I kept it to myself. And if I had gone public with it a long time ago, maybe none of this would have happened.
You want to tell us what that is?
I knew that Julia was in a bad way. Much worse than anyone suspected. And I didn't tell anyone. And I really don't expect any of you to understand why.
You're talking.
Wait, now back up. What would Julia have to gain from destroying that horse?
She knew that Carly could sell that horse and make millions.
And Julia couldn't stand the thought of Carly having anything.
No, of course not. But then Carly wouldn't have to depend on Craig's generosity. She'd be free to be with me.
You had a stake in that horse. How come you're not crying for a lawsuit right now?
Carly told me Julia was responsible.
And you didn't say anything? What kind of a crazy move is that?
Carly asked me not to.
Why?
Jack?
I asked Carly to keep it a secret. I should have known she'd be running to you.
Well, Jack, she had to do something. She didn't have a penny to her name. So your wife poisons a horse in Carly's financial future, and Carly is the bad
You
guy?
stole Carly's financial future when you took her insurance money to save your own sorry
You
butt.
can go for counseling later. Somebody want to tell me why Julia was not taken into custody for this?
What good would jail do her, Hal? She needed psychiatric help. I thought I was doing what was best for her.
Led me to believe that Montgomery killed that horse. That it was part of a pattern. If I'd had that piece of the puzzle, do you know how many things might not have happened?
Well, I've been counting them up.
Carly wouldn't have nearly been killed.
Wait.
And Barbara...
Not make it worse. Not make it worse, Hal. Stop.
I'm not trying to defend what I did, Hal.
Good, you can't.
And you didn't say anything. What about that, Craig? You didn't say anything. And you knew.
Nobody knew that Julia was as bad off as she was. Hindsight is 20/20.
Were the seeds there, Hal? Sure. Now it's easy to say that, but then every little crazy thing she did, it seemed explainable. She lost a baby. And it was as if, I don't know, I'm no doctor, but it was as if it had drove her into some kind of full-blown psychosis.
Police work 101, Jack. Things snowballed. You stopped them before they do.
I thought I was taking care of it, Hal. And that's why I got her to commit herself. I thought she wasn't going to hurt anybody anymore.
Making me the bad guy made it a lot easier to swallow, wasn't it? Listen, Hal. Carly owes you her life, and I owe you too.